our place, from our sunny stay place. And the weather is really meeting our mood and the kind of theme of this week's video, which is, in all seriousness, as much as we take the piss out of everything and each other, I know I can't say that word, but you know, I've said it. As much as we go on and we have the crack and we are the way that we are, the serious side behind it all is we're human. There's times, especially living in a tin can, we want to kill each other.
I would never talk like that. I love you so much.
You can feck right off. You talk like that plenty. This week we are taking a bit of time out. We're going up the mountains. We are going to be checking out the ski, which will hopefully be for another video. But this week's video is going to be about mental health, our status as a couple, our
relationships in a small space.
Relationships in a small space, relationships in a big space.
When you work together.
Yeah, we do. We work together. And it's basically just to reassess ourselves, our relationship, to see where we are, because there is plenty of things that wreck my head about Gareth. And I know there's not one thing.
You must be mistaken.
Is there another Gareth I'm talking about?
You must be mistaken. I think I'm perfect.
And hence why we need to have a re-evaluation this week. So what I am doing is I am staying in an Airbnb while Gareth gets to stay
in the van again. It's a 5-star quality van though.
Yes, 5-star.
I'm actually happy with that. I love the van.
Actually, so do I, to be fair. But we've taken a small little cheap place for the week, just so we can separate ourselves, so we can do a little bit of thinking. And I've contacted a lady that I know well to do a little bit of counselling with us for the week. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with it and take it from there. So that's Gareth driving away and leaving me in a small little town in, I can't even pronounce the word. Typical little Airbnb here in Spain, and what I'm going to say about it is everything is somewhat, just imagine your grandparents' house, okay, but everything is quaint and it's looked after and it's cared for. A little kitchen, hold on, I'll show you the little bathroom first. I quite like turning on the light. They're basins, oh my god, I love that kind of style. Very quaint, very cute. Shower. Haven't tried any of the showers yet. I have no idea if they work or not. Hello. We've got the kitchen. So they have the curtains over these little cupboards that have obviously the pots, pans, plates, and then underneath the sink, all the kind of sink bits. I've come in with all my food bits and bobs. I even brought my, well, Gar reminded me to bring the van air fryer. So I've got all my stuff up there and a full fridge, because you know, lads and ladies, that is very, very important. Gar's headed off. I've taken Hunter and Gar's got Leo. Okay, so we have a nice double bed. In this room, you actually go out into a little terrace, which is really cute. Watch the massive step. And then you have this little area where you can sit down to have morning coffee. I presume, because the shade is here, it must get quite hot around here. Which is really weird, because we're only half an hour away from Sierra Nevada, where you go skiing. Down the little courtyard, I presume, because this is one apartment out of 3. There's another apartment there, and there's another apartment in underneath me, here. So I presume that's where, I don't know, all 3 apartments can chill out together. But it's all very quaint, very cute.
Okay, so I've literally just driven and arrived up in the top of Sierra Nevada. So there is absolutely loads of camper vans. It's one of the special designated camper areas. So as you can see, there's absolutely hundreds. And now it's absolutely chilly. So I left, it was 20 degrees on the thermometer in the van. It's now 5, and there's a bit of a chill. I think it's going to get colder. So it is cool. There is actually a ski lift over there. The van is parked down on the next level, and without trying to kill myself going down the stairs, I will try and show you. Now there's no services. There's the bins, which is great, and that's it. But in fairness, this place is free, so I can't complain whatsoever. Now Leo doesn't know what's ahead of him because I think it's going to be -5 or 6 tonight, so he's in for a shock. There's Van Wilder. She's a beauty. So that's just the big ass windy road I came up. More spots there, and then you can't really see it, but over there is the actual ski lift, and it goes right up to the top. So just finished evening clients now. It's 7 p.m. and it's mad because for the last hour I couldn't take a video because I was working, but literally those clouds were everywhere. You couldn't see a foot in front, and it's absolutely Baltic. I have the dog well wrapped up in there. Look at him, he's loving life in there. Oh, so I suppose this is the first video where myself and Sean have just taken a few days just to not even reevaluate everything, but just to spend some time alone, get a perspective of life and how everything is. And I suppose the biggest thing is when you work together and you're living in a box together, small little things that would probably annoy you and beep you off are massively heightened. So it's a nice way just to kind of take a small little break, see where we're both at individually, and then see where we're both at as a couple collectively. Like, it's one of the things you don't ever see in videos of, I suppose, how easy it is to go from a level 1 to 10 very fast, where you don't have that little room to go into, you don't have that place to escape to. And I suppose it's just to show people that it's, yeah, like it's not all sunsets and sunrises and blue skies and happiness. There's loads of times behind where there's arguments that escalate because you don't have your space, I suppose. And I know I'm terrible if I don't have my 10 minutes in the morning where I don't have to talk to anyone, where it's just the two of us. I'm like ratty and I'm sharp, and that's me. But yeah, I'm going to keep going and touching base with these videos and just kind of giving the idea and raw feelings, how I'm feeling. Like, this is the first time now in a long time since I drove an hour on my own without her. And you're kind of like, geez, you do miss her, and you miss the company, you miss the crack. Like, the two of us were best friends first. We take the piss out of each other all the time. And I suppose that's our kind of a sign of affection. So yeah, like, tonight's going to be weird. I'm going to cook some food now, have some dinner, have a bit more work to do, and then it'll be an early night because I'm absolutely shattered. But yeah, I'll be touching base now for the next few days and just kind of, I suppose, see exactly what's going on. Try not to the unfiltered beep. That's going to be it. So Shauna's going to have to beep a lot of this.
Good morning. We're away from the coast, and wherever we both are, it is cold. However, I do not think that I'm as cold as what poor Gareth and Leo are feeling right now, even though I've got the heater on here beside me because it is cold. So anyway, yeah, I'm the one in the Airbnb, hands up. Yes, that was my decision. This week we're calling it a reflection, but I really don't know if that's what it is. Now, I've got my first call with my counsellor this morning. Sounds very posh with your counsellor. It isn't. I think everyone should have someone to talk to, and it should be a neutral person, not a friend or a family member, because we all have opinions, ideas, and our own whatnots, and it's not always, well, not right or wrong, but I'm hoping that you know what I mean. I do think we need an exterior person that is away from the situation to be able to help us sometimes see our own situations, our own issues, our own problems, and we all have them. Like, I'm not going to hide behind and I don't think I ever have, and pretend that, myself and Gary's relationship is perfect. Now, it has been brought to my attention, and it is very clear to us as well, that obviously living in a small tin can is going to bring all its fucking issues. But this isn't so much about that. There's quite a lot we can both just put up with each other on, and we can have a quick burst out argument, and then that's it. We just clear it up and we're like, yeah, whatever, we move on. We're taking this week because I suppose, well, this one lies on me. I'm having a bit of an issue with Gar. It's one thing in particular, which I'm not going to discuss with you because that's your own private and personal thing. But it's more so, I want to make sure that we will be okay on this journey together. And to do that, I want to do it at the beginning of our journey. Okay, so we left in December. It's March now, so this is pretty much the beginning of our next big adventure. And I want to make sure that we're good, that we're going to be okay, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just... that whole freaking, the buzzwords, lean into it. But yeah, it makes sense. I'm going to lean into it. When you feel like, oh, I don't want to look at that, it's too hard, or, you know, complicated, whatever it might be, I'm going to, and I've done this throughout the years, so I'm actually okay for it, so I'm hoping it will work. I'm going to sit with it, I'm going to feel it, and yeah, that's it, okay? And I don't want to be wobbling on too much. So good. I'm going to get a dressing gown on me. I have a copybook here. And in this copybook, I'm going to have all my little notes, my feels and what I'm thinking, and a couple of things that Lena had said to us to do was basically, you know, look at relationship, a couple of key points, write them out, look at us as personally as our own identity, and then look at what it is that we want from, let's say, this week just as a starting point, and then obviously it flows into the rest of our lives. So yeah, that's it.
Good morning. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning and it's freezing. It's about 1 degree. I'm literally just starting work now in 5 minutes, so it's just after 7 o'clock. So first morning on my own, the van, and it's weird. Like, I don't do crazy levels of anxiety much, thankfully. But yeah, like, it's the weird feeling of being alone, and even driving yesterday, I was like, Jesus, if something goes wrong, I'm on my own, which is a weird feeling. I never really have that. So it is funny when you're used to depending on someone so much, and even the things you take for granted were there, even when you don't want to talk in the morning for the first 10 minutes. It's nice to hear a voice. So yeah, it was cold last night, so it woke a few times, but yeah, it's very strange when you're used to company not having it. But again, this is the normal time where I would kind of stay busy and try to keep myself busy, keep my mind occupied. This is now what I'm going to do, is actually lean into it, feel the feels, and then write it all down, and then hopefully get more awareness.
Okay, so just off my morning call from Lena, my counsellor. I love being able to say that. It sounds so, ew, I'm a counsellor. Self-reflection. It ain't easy, but to say I like it doesn't mean that I think it's going to be easy, or like, self-reflection makes you start from when you were a child, the shit that you were brought up with. We all have child trauma to a certain degree, and then you bring it into your teens, into your young life, into your teens, into your young adults, into your older adult life, and it all follows you, and it changes and it emasculates, but you bring so much stuff with it. And so for me personally, and I'm going to say it out to everyone, mine is control. And for those who know me, they'd be like, yeah I totally get it. But it's control, I suppose, for safety's sake. It's worked for me to be in control. That's why I suppose part of me works for myself, is I'm in control, I know what's going on. My kids, if they were here, would probably, oh Jesus, they have a lot to say. And it was tough on them growing up. I don't blame them. I mean, I was a single mom, I was headstrong, I wouldn't say anger issues, but I was hot-tempered. Like, if something wasn't, going fast enough, and, when you've got young kids, everything has to be moving fast. And it's bloody tough, and I was really hard on myself. And I need to take a step back, and that is a part of this journey as well, taking a step back in life to realise where I'm at and bring the engine down a bit, like, take it from full speed, as Lena was saying, to half speed. And I think, yeah, dead right on that one. Got to bring it to half speed. So, yeah. Going to go for a walk later on. I've got a bit of journaling, a bit of letter writing to do, and a bit of colouring. She was asking me what I do, to kind of meditate or to, bring myself down. And for me, as I was telling her, I've tried all different meditation ways and whatnot, and it doesn't work for me. But the one thing that does work for me is colouring. Now, I love to blend colours in and kind of make it all unicorny and stuff. I'm not going to show you because it's got a big curse word. I have those little colouring book things, and this particular one has loads of different curse words, so it's for those days where I'm really pent up, and I start colouring it in, and it feels nice because I can totally lose myself. I don't think of anything else. But just find your thing that works for you. If it's not meditation, it's not lying down on the ground breathing, it's not going for a walk, because a lot of us can't just switch off going for a walk. I suppose, yeah, just find the thing that works for you. Right, that is it. I've got a client, so I better get my ass in gear, and I hope this video is informative for those of you who are watching it. Please, you know, ask any questions, but I hope it's not going on too much either. I know it's a very different video from all the adventure and stuff that we've been sharing with you to date. Anyway, we shall keep rolling. Rolling, rolling like a river. So, a typical small little Spanish village with the most beautiful orange trees. I love these orange trees that are speckled around Spain, I have to say. And supposedly the oranges on the trees are not really edible because they're very bitter. So I caught one night, brought it home and said, "Hey Gar, I got you an orange." He knew where it came from, he tried it. He said it was really, really, really bitter. So what we were told by one of the locals is that they use those oranges for marmalades and whatnot. Which makes sense, so at least they're going to use. So I've gone into a shop and I've spent €9.85, I think, on a couple of strawberries, broccoli. Why is broccoli so expensive over here? And some queer weird fruit. And then some other bits and bobs that I don't really know, but I'm dying to try out loads of different things. So I'll take a photo of what I got later on and then let you know what the weird fruit that I have no idea how to pronounce tastes. A little lot from the shop, lads. €9.20. That is crazy for this tiny little amount. The broccoli, oh Jesus, it was $2.99. That was the most expensive thing, $2.99. Yogurt, a couple of strawberries, and then this weird fruit. Dying to try that. But yeah, not as cheap as I thought it would be in a small little village. Okay, back in the house now after a walk with the Wow Wow. I've had my first call with Lena this morning. I've had time to kind of reflect and do a bit of homework. I'll be working on this a lot over the next while. And I'm a big believer that it's really healthy to work on yourself, on your relationships, whether it be with a partner, whether it be with your children, friends, family, so on and so forth, big people in your life, that it's important to kind of reflect on. And it doesn't have to be like therapy sessions or big ordeals. I mean, it can be as simple as just sitting with yourself at the end of the day. Journaling is another one, like a diary. It really lets you self-assess and kind of see where you're at. And some people don't like that and they're like, "Oh, that's faff, I just want to get on with it." Great if that works for you, brilliant. But what about if it doesn't? What about if you're finding that there's tough times and you just feel like you're losing it in your head? So, yeah, no, it's really important to do all of this. And as I said, I am doing it. I've got a quick glimpse, but I'm not giving you all the details. I've got a copybook here which I'm writing all my stuff in regards to how I'm feeling and whatnot. I use them bigger, just A4 sheets to do my colouring on. This is a good one. I like this. It'll probably be the wrong way around. And this is one I think everyone should ask in a relationship. I quite like it, Lena. Yes, I drew a cup. I drew a cup and coloured it because I like stuff like that. It gets into my brain. It really helps. Is my cup empty, half, or full? Meaning your life, meaning your relationship, meaning whatever it is that you're kind of trying to assess. So yeah, I'm going to work on all of this. And it's not like I don't know where we're at. I do, but when there's issues and there's stuff that you want to resolve, let's say, and you feel like that you're crashing into a wall all the time, there has to be a way to take a little stone away from that wall so the whole wall will crumble down nice and gently and feck off, and then we can move on and not have that wall to deal with anymore. Is that a good analogy? Will that do? Right, it is time for me to make a cup of, I'm going to go with a herbal tea.
Hey guys, so I just came out of the mountains because it was Baltic. It's lovely when you're skiing and snowboarding, but when you're not, it's just too cold. So trying to work, heat on, freezing, I was like, no. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's lovely having time apart from your partner, all that stuff, but geez, I tell you, I feel like my left arm is missing. Like even last night, just relaxing now. I went to sleep early because I was absolutely shattered, but I don't know, even just traveling around trying to find places, and it's so strange. I've utmost respect for people who kind of travel on their own, because Jesus, yeah, it gets lonely, I'd imagine, quickly. And like, I suppose, what do they say, oh my god, something makes the fondness, the heart go fond. Oh my god, yeah. Whatever this is with my head now, I'm absolutely brain dead. It is a funny one. It's just when you're so used to having someone around, I suppose. I know I'm guilty for taking her for granted hugely. You just expect her to be there, expect her to do this stuff. So I suppose if there's one thing I'd say is, Jesus, before it's too late, tell that person, whether it be parents, kids, friends even. Jesus, how much they mean to you, because yeah, especially these men, were useless at doing it. Like, we'll just give a nod and we expect that's enough, but it's not.
Just kind of bring you up to where we are now. Self-reflect, couple reflect, check out everything for yourself, make sure you're in good nick for it, make sure they're in good nick for it. That's pretty much it. So she's given me a couple, I think I might go up this road, or this path. She being Lena, the lady, the counsellor, that's doing the work with me. She's given me a couple of things to do today. One of them being writing a letter to Gareth, so we'll go with that and see how it goes. And the second one is to look, and I don't mind talking about this, is to look at myself and my controlling mannerisms, meaning that I have to be in control to make sure everything goes okay. I got to know where we're going and what we're doing and when we're doing it, so on and so forth. And I genuinely do not believe that I want to continue on being as stressed from that burden on my shoulders. I want to be able to be more chilled. And to do that, I got to work on myself, and I got to figure out why it is that I do what I do, why I feel. And it all comes, yes, from child trauma and all of that. But anyway, this is something just personally, and I don't mind talking about it, as I said, that I need to work on for myself. And then obviously, when you work on yourself and you realise you're bloody amazing, then you might be good and amazing for an old relationship. There we go. A relationship that I'm already in and married, you know. We've made it a good few years, so lads and ladies, we hope we can make it a few more. Right, let's go and have a look around this place. Oh, a big church bell. This must be the church. This is definitely a view that I would love. So if we were to ever buy a little Spanish casa, I think the mountains is a definite, which isn't hard in Spain because, you know, around every corner there's a mountain. But also, see these trees, a lot of these are wild, little orange trees, and they're just so beautiful. Like, we've got bramble bushes at home and blackberry bushes, and I'm not saying that we don't have lovely beauty for them all, we do, but I just love the orange trees. So between the orange trees and the mountains, that would be a view right there I just love. Now, this might be a bit hazardous. Maybe I won't like this so much. Then you get all of the smushed ones on the ground, because obviously if they're wild and no one's out picking them because they say that they're too bitter, so they only use them here for making marmalade and whatnot. So if they don't get picked, they get smushed. So yeah, that'd be kind of gross. But I'll just hire a load of local kids and pay them a few bob and say, listen, will you pick them up so they don't look very unsightly for us all, because we want to be able to see the mountains and the lovely orange trees. Thanks, lads. And that'll be the end of that. Aren't they cute? I just love them. I just think they're very bright and friendly and fresh. An old fresh walk. There you go.
Yes, guys, it is literally a vending machine for burgers and hot dogs and sandwiches and stuff. Oh my gosh, I've seen everything now. And also, as top of the burgers and all the drinks, look at this, living in the future, and then a bit of stuff to hydrate after.
Good sunny morning to you all. Thursday morning, sunny morning. I'm loving it. This is the first time I've actually seen this little village with a bit of sun. I have to show you something, right? There's this little house going on, not repairs, they're building it. When we arrived on, what day, Monday? This was pretty much stone wall, like it was just brick. Right behind me here, see where the lads are? I went for a walk yesterday and they had it completely plastered, all ready to go. They're wiring it now. Lads, some things aren't manana here. Like, they really got going. It's absolutely beautiful. Right, let's come back here and chat to you quickly. So, my father called this morning, a little bit worried. He'd heard on the grapevine, Instagram and Facebook, via other family members, about myself and Garen was very worried. And he looked worried. And I was like, Dad, it's all okay. I was like, the worst of the situation is that a couple who are married or together for a certain length of time, they separate and go their own ways. That's the worst that'll come from that particular thing if the situation or the relationship doesn't work. was like, look, we're good. No matter what happens, this is good. This is a good thing. And I do want to take the stigma away from therapy. And hold on a second, going to grab the dog. Come here, puppy. Good boy. 1, 2, 3. Have to count the dog up so he doesn't pee on himself or me. So yeah, I basically, what was I saying? I want to take the stigma away from therapy. I want to take that crap where people go, oh, you're going to therapy. Obviously, you've got problems and you need therapy. Lads, I got something for you. We all got problems. We all need therapy. And it is absolutely huge, by the way. I'm sitting here in the square and there's people going into the cars and stuff and I'm talking to, they can't really see the phone. So I look like I need a lot of therapy. Look like a crazy person talking to myself. Ara, who cares? Anyway, I'm kind of getting sidetracked a lot here. I believe that the majority of people, I believe us all, not even the majority, should be brought up with a very strong mental balance in regards to checking out our muscle, our mind muscle. And that hasn't been very prevalent, especially in Ireland, for many, many years. In fact, never before that I know of. And I really think we need to break it, okay? A lot more people are aware of how to eat better and how, how important it is to exercise for the body, not just for physique, but for their muscles, for life longevity, so on and so forth. Well, here's one. The mind muscle is no different. We really, really need to focus and work on that. And whether it be your relationship with your partner, your sister, your friend, your brother, your whatever it might be, your parents, we're in the world, we're humans, we have relationships and we have issues that goes with those relationships. So it is really, really important that we do take a step back every now and then and assess ourselves, assess, where we're at and with whom we're at there with, if that makes sense, and know that it's absolutely okay and really strong for you to be able to ask for help where you need it. And I didn't want to ask my friends and family for help to get them to listen to me. And to be fair, therapists have a certain set of tools that can really, really help you. And that's where I want people to be. That's where I want people to know that's where the help really lies with therapy, counsellors, psychiatrists, whatever, that they have the tools. They've got that toolbox to be able to help you to get where you want to go. Okay, on that note, I better go because I got to get back to work, and yes, I've got to stop looking like a crazy person in the square in Spain. Oh yeah, crazy. Right, so you know the way I called it a selection? Wow, was I wrong. I'm in Le Crim, and my sincere apologies to any Spanish people that might fall upon these YouTubes and hear my abomination of their towns and places. So it took a petrol station to teach me of where I was after almost a week. Walking along out of the town, said I'd keep going, kind of walking towards the mountains, and it was quite nice. Don't know where I've walked to, but this sign here, take a moment and we'll zoom in. So if a C is pronounced an S, I'm walking to an area of this place called what? Oh yes, it's the simple little things. And had I not got off my ass and gone for a walk, I would not have seen any of this beautiful valley. I presume that's a dam and a reservoir down there. Oh, look at, there's a sign. Well, sure, come on, we'll go over and have a look at it. Mirador. Mirador de... Yeah. Kite. I sound like someone from Kievan. Oh, it's pretty. There. Is there? Now, on that one, I'm going to leave this alone. Goodbye. Look who it is, Ted.
I'm too tall, baby. You need to move it.
We're totally not trying. Babe, no!
My top of my head isn't in it, Shauna.
It doesn't matter, trust me, it doesn't.
You're always giving out my head's not in it.
Would you move, dog?
As you can see, we're out of the camper van.
He's out of the camper van.
I'm out of the camper van. We're doing fancy living. The reason he's up is because he's going to start barking as well.
What?
The dog.
Let's start this again. On 3, 2...
I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again.
We allowed him into the luxurious house.
So yeah, I'm out of the camper van living for one night and one night only.
Yeah, so we decided we'd hold on. She gave us a good price for the night, so we said we'd hold on to the place for the night, have a bed. He'll get a bed for himself now. I'm putting him in the spare room.
Me and Leo are back.
And we're going to just have a chill night, cook a meal. Leo is so happy to be in.
These guys are waiting to go for a WILK, and that's why they're up here, because they're barking.
Anyway, right, to end this video.
How was our week?
Well, Gar hasn't seen any of the editing on this video thus far. I've seen a bit of it, but I haven't tried to look too in depth because, again, we want to kind of work separately and come together. So tonight we'll be doing our whole chat about, you know, the week and what we've gone through and all of that. We hope that we showed you both perspectives. We know that what we know, and we hope that you now know what we're trying to do is promote
awareness
and openness in your relationship, in yourself, allowing yourself to have, you know, great times and shitty times.
Just to feel both, isn't it?
Yeah, and something that was said by my father, and he's dead right. He goes, yeah, because we've been watching a good few of your YouTube videos, and I was, of course, Dad had known as well. He's like, I was wondering, you know, where the real stuff was. And I was, well, Dad, we don't try to hide the real stuff. It's more so that we don't really put it in. We don't exactly have a fight, and I say, hold on 1 second, Garen, I just grab the camera. Right, now, look at the state of your face.
To be honest, I'm a paid actor for a lot of this, so just... No, but it is, look, it's just trying to, I suppose, show our core true selves, and like, that everything isn't always perfect, that we do go through ups and downs, we do have our tough times, and that's normal. And that, like, luckily enough, we can talk about it and work through it.
Hopefully work through it.
Hopefully.
Okay, all messing aside, we are fine. We will be for a while anyway, together, travelling around until I buy a spade. It's totally normal, by the way, to go into the shops and buy a spade.
Shauna, I already bought all that stuff in the van when you were gone.
Thanks a million, that saved me having to do it.
Not for me, though.
Thank you for watching. Any questions, please let us know. And if anyone is interested in using Lena, or even, you know, asking our advice in regards to maybe different people that we know and counsellors, please get in contact and we'd be happy to help in any way that we can. We are not counsellors. We will not be trying to counsel anyone, obviously, because we need it. But we're happy.
Sorry, just on that one, I don't know now what's come in the video or not.
Yeah.
But
hold on. I'm going to edit this part.
Okay.
So then we'll see our goodbyes. Yay, thank you very much. And then... Ta-da!
Obviously, I don't know what's been put in the video just yet, but while Shauna was talking to Lena, a client of mine is always using ChatGPT, and Keen is always like, that's brilliant. So, of course, because the algorithms of Facebook and Instagram are always like listening, I actually found this one, and it was like how to ask ChatGPT the right questions. So basically, long story short, I formatted a question for it, and it just gave me questions that I presume a therapist would ask. And then by each one of my answers, it obviously changed the next format of the next question. But I just found it very insightful. And it was hard, but it wasn't just your normal. Like, I didn't feel like I was doing this with a computer, which is kind of weird, actually.
Because it's a complete computer. But on that note, I mean, any method that works for you, absolutely great. So what we will do, because Cara read out the spiel that you have to identify with ChatGPT to get your answers. And it is a spiel. What we'll do is...
There's probably loads of different versions of it, obviously.
Yeah, but we'll put the one that you used into the comment section. So the first comment on this video will be that spiel for ChatGPT. If anyone doesn't watch the video and sees it, they'll be like, what the heck?
What's the thing? Not a forfeit, but basically where we can't take legal...
copyright.
We can't be sued for what ends in
Well, basically, this video says, don't sue us. It's not nice. Yeah. We're not able for it mentally at the moment.
We're not trained professionals. We're actors.
We're crap actors, you know that.
Very crap.
Right, now.
Next week, guys, hopefully we'll be heading up the mountains to go skiing this time. Because last time, working up there was too cold.
Yeah. He's like, we are not working up there. I was like, I'm perfectly fine with that. I am freezing cold sitting in a warm house.
27-degree turnaround in one day.
No thanks. I'll just go up there to ski. Anyway, hopefully that video will be coming to you next week. Fingers crossed.
I suppose, as I was just going to say, sorry. Just if you are struggling, reach out to someone, whoever it may be, just do talk.
Well done on that note. Over and out.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.